Hey, this is Paul Photography. I'm a photographer, a videographer, and a graphics editor based in Kampala, Uganda. I want to take you through how I came up with these beautiful colors in a day outdoor photo shoot. Let's get into this. This image was shot by a Canon 60, aperture of 5, ISO of 100, a lens of 70-200mm lens, and then the shutter speed of 1/500th per second. So now we shall start by looking at this image. We look at this image. We look at the lighting and contrast issues. So we shall start by taking down the highlights just a little bit. Take down the whites just a little bit, just as you can see me doing it. Take down the blacks just to add some more contrast in our image. We come back to the exposure and then we take it a little bit higher. Yeah, that is very fit. We come to the contrast and we add some more contrast to this image. Yeah, I come and I adjust my exposure just a little bit. Yeah, I think that will be enough for my liking. And then I'll come to the shadows and then lift the shadows right away to something like 40. Yeah, 40 will be enough for me. And then we shall go to the hue, saturation, and luminance slider, where I shall play with the colors in this image. I'll take down the oranges just like that. Then I'll come and bring up the greens just like that. I come for the reds also just like that. And then we come for the blues in order to bring some more of the color, the blue color in the skies, just as you can see me doing it. So I'll come to the hue slider and then come for the greens. Then it's just like that. Come for the oranges, just make them somehow popping, and then come for the reds, take them to the green, to the orange side, just to make our image a little bit popping. Come to the blues and then make sure that the blues in the sky are popping. Yeah, just like that. And then I will come for the saturations. I will take up the oranges just to make sure that the colors in the skin are popping. And then I will come for the green slider just to make the greens somehow popping also. Yeah, so now I'll come and take down the yellows a little bit just like that. And then come for the blues. And then we make sure that the blues in the sky are popping, just as you can see. Yeah. So now we shall come to the calibration slider, where we shall only touch on the saturation. Yeah, a little bit. I'll take it up to 18 to 20. 20 is very good. So now I'll show you the before and the after. This is the before and this is the after. The before and the after. So now we shall open our image into Photoshop to continue with the retouching process. So now when I drop my image into Photoshop, the first thing that I do is to crop it to a size of 4 to 5, the size that can fit on Instagram. I just crop it a little bit like this, just like this. Yeah, I think this will be enough. Yeah, so now we shall use our Retouching Academy right here. So this Retouching Academy, I'll just go for the via Gaussian blur just to make the process easy, and then I'll use a radius of 5. Yeah, for these headshot images I usually use a radius of 5, and then I press down OK. I shall come and switch off the eye of this high frequency texture layer, the second one, and then pick our mixer brush tool right here, and then come and remix the colors in our model's skin. Yeah, I'll use the open and close brackets to increase and reduce the size of my brush. Yeah, so with the clean the brush selected, and then this option of the clean the brush after every stroke is also selected, I'll set my brush to custom, the weight of 9%, load of 75%, mix of 90%, and the flow of 100%. I'll have to mix my colors just like this. Yeah, just mix them just as you can see me mixing them. So here, after dropping my image into Photoshop, I'll come and make sure that I have my mixer brush tool with clean the brush selected. I'll come and then select this clean the brush after each stroke. With the custom selected, having my weight at 9%, the load of 75%, mix at 90%, and then the flow of 100%. I'll have to mix the colors just by selecting. So after cropping our image, we shall have to select come to our Retouching Academy, set our Gaussian blur by tapping the Gaussian blur button, and then I'll set my radius, and then I'll have to set my radius at 5. Yeah, since it is a headshot, I usually set my headshots at 5, and then I'll come to the high texture layer, put off the eye icon of the high texture layer, and then I'll come and press the open and close brackets in order to make my brush big and smaller open and close buttons on my keyboard. So now I have to mix the colors just like this. Just make sure that your image is not zoomed all the way out. You get? Yeah, I want to mix the colors while we are seeing every color being mixed. So now we shall come to the neck area and just mix it just like this. Just as you see me mixing. Yeah, just make sure that you mix each area of the model skin. So now after mixing, I'll have to turn on my icon of the texture layer, and then I show you the before and then the after, before, after, before and after. So now after doing that, I'll have to select my lasso tool, and then with the feather at 22 pixels, I'll come and sample each area of the model skin just like this. I'll start with the forehead, sample it just as you see me doing it. Come to my filter, Gaussian blur, right here, and then multiply this 5 by 3 to make it 15. Then come to this area and also select it just as you see me selecting. Yeah. Then come to my Gaussian blur. Remember, it is already set to 15. And then come back to my Gaussian blur. Then do it like this. Yeah, I'll take this process a bit faster in order to make my video a bit shorter. Then I'll come and sample. So now after doing that, we shall have to check our image before and then after, before and after. So now we shall come and select the clone stamp tool, and then with the texture layer selected, I'll have to come and then remove each and every blemish in our model skin. Yeah, pressing down the Alt button and then clicking the cleaner area, and then come and cover it with that cleaner area. Just select a side where our area is clean, and then come and cover the blemish with that clean area. Just like that. I'll take up this process. So now after doing all that, we shall come and then continue with the color grading or skin toning process by coming to our blending options, selecting the gradient map, then shall come and select this icon right here, turn off the eye icon, and then shall come and select the gradient editor. It will pop up, and then with this color stop here, the first color stop, I'll select it, and then I'll come and select the lowest color in our model skin. I'll use this color here, right here. Yeah, and then I'll come and select the highest by tapping on this color stop at the extreme end, and then I'll come and select the highest color, which I think it is here. Let me try using this. Yeah, I'll use this. This is a little bit better. And then I'll come to the midpoint and then set it to 50. I'll come and I select the midtones. Yeah, just try sampling all the areas until when you get the best midtones, and then paste down OK. Yeah, then after putting on my eye icon, this is how my image will look like. And then I'll come back to this invert option here just by clicking on this white mask, and then I'll have to press down Command I on my keyboard. If you're using a Windows computer, you press down Control I on your keyboard. So now I have to press down Command I on my keyboard, and then with my brush tool selected, making sure that white is on top, I'll come and paint on my model skin. But before painting, I'll have to change the blending option from normal to color, since color is what is next to the human skin. I'll have to come and paint on my model skin just like this. Just as you can see me paint. So now we shall continue painting, and don't forget that even if you make a mistake in this painting, you can just press down X on your keyboard to turn our black on top. You get? So now after turning the black on top, we shall have to paint where we have painted by mistake. Just in case you have painted in the hair, just come and rub that painting in the hair, and then we shall press down X on our keyboard to bring our white on top. Then we shall continue painting on each and every area of our model's skin. So now after making sure that we have painted the whole skin, shall also not forget to paint this area right here. Yeah, just like that. So now we shall have to reduce our opacity, to around 36 or 38. I think that will be enough. Yeah. So now the next step will be the eye whitening. I'll come to my actions and then just play my eye whitening action. Yeah, it is right here. Then with my brush tool selected, I'll have to zoom in and then paint on my model's skin, the model's eyes, just like this. Come and also paint this eye right here. Yeah, just like that. I'll come to my opacity and take it down to something like 80, just to make it realistic. So now the next thing that I do is to do the skin glowing by coming to the curves adjustment layer and then putting just pushing this slider to this first axis, and then I'll have to double click on this layer of the curves, and then I'll come right away to the underlying layer and then push this slider up to when I see my image fit, and then I'll come and press down out on my keyboard just to split this slider here. And then I'll have to, with my out press down, I'll have to select by clicking on this slider here. It has been split. Then I'll have to push it to this side just to make sure that I make that beautiful skin glow. So now I think that is good for my liking, and then I'll have to press down. I'll have to click on this mask layer here and then invert it by pressing down Command I on my keyboard, which is Control I on a Windows keyboard. With my brush tool selected, I'll have to paint the highlight areas on my model skin, just like this. I have to come and also paint on the lipstick, and then come and paint on this area right here, just like that. Then also come to this area right here. Just make sure that you paint on the highlight areas on our model skin, just like that. So now I have to play the before and then the after, before and then the after, and then with that I'll have to drop my opacity to something like 45. Yeah, 45 is better. So now after that I'll come and darken the hair by coming to the selective color. Yeah, and then I'll select black as my color here. Yeah, now I'll have to push the black slider to around 8 or +7, and then I'll come to the cyans and also push them to around +5 or 4. I think that is better. I think that will be better. And then that will be all for today. Thank you for following Paul Photography on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. Catch you in another video. Thank you.